The new Apple Watch Series 10 is here. It has the biggest display ever. It's also the thinnest Apple Watch ever, making it even more comfortable on your wrist. And it's the fastest charging Apple Watch, getting you 8 hours of charge in just 15 minutes. Introducing the all-new Apple Watch Series 10, now available for the first time in glossy jet black aluminum. Compared to previous generation, iPhone XS or later required. Charge time and actual results will vary.
There's no better feeling than a personal win, and the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you do just that. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/MBO. Terms and conditions apply.
The holidays are here at the Home Depot. If you're working on getting ready for company,
a lot of company,
make sure you're ready with Black Friday savings. Get up to 40% off select appliances, plus up to an extra $1,000 off select kitchen appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with top brands like GE Profile and get sleek cutting-edge appliances to make sure you've
got hosting handled.
Yeah, you do. Get Black Friday savings now with free delivery and financing on select appliances this holiday at the Home Depot. Offer valid November 6th through December 4th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
His code name's Jackal. He's an exceptional assassin.
Streaming November 14th on Peacock.
He will kill again unless we stop him.
Academy Award winner Eddie Redmayne.
You're paying me to kill him. I am charging you for getting away.
The Jackal's here. Look at the exits.
BAFTA Award winner Lashana Lynch.
I will find him and I will kill him myself.
I like to win.
So do I.
The Day of the Jackal. Streaming November 14th only on Peacock.
I knew it. Another Hurrdat Media production.
Hi, Shantel.
Hey, Rexian.
How's Callie?
It's been wonderful.
Are you living your best life? I FaceTimed you at like 12 in the morning yesterday.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. No, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You didn't. You were out. You didn't answer. But Charlie had woke up, came in my room, and I don't even remember at this point what she said about you, but she said something about you. And before I put her to bed, I was like, back to bed. I was like, let's FaceTime Shantel. And then you didn't answer.
Oh, I'm sad. But yeah, I probably was out because it was only like 9 o'clock here or something. So makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we miss you. And by the way, Shantel, I think you had said this on our Patreon or something that you've only taken 4 trips. And people were calling you out, and they were like, no, Shantel, I think you've actually taken way more trips. And they were like, it has not been 4. Like, you are constantly not at home.
I know. I think, but like, I do like a lot of like mini trips, like micro
exactly.
trips.
So the fact that you tried to lie to all of us and not count that is very, very scary. Well,
sorry, y'all. I'm here. I'm dedicated. We're doing this thing.
Yeah, well, we wanted to do an episode just to talk about some hot topics because we feel like there's things that are happening. Shantel, and by the way, just a Jerseylicious update because, again, you guys, you know, we saw how many people listened to our Jerseylicious interview. People are into it. I am on season 3, episode 6. I've been in constant communication with the men of the show, and they are ready to do the podcast with us. But, again, they want us to finish. And so Chantel's probably never going to watch it, but at least
I want to watch
it.
That is not true.
And Shantel, like, especially on the California flight, because it's so long, you should. Oh, and I sent you, Shantel, that one of our listeners that noticed you, that recognized you, Elise, she messaged us, and I waited for you to respond to her. I don't know if you did, but I sent you what she said.
No. Okay, I'll respond to her.
Okay, hi, Elise. You get a shout out again. So if you guys ever recognize us, you'll get multiple shout outs. But there are some hot topics that we need to talk about. So obviously, Shantel, Teddi, you know, from
Beverly Hills, Two Teeth in a Pod.
I mean, we don't even count. Do people even remember Teddi from Beverly Hills? I don't
Yeah,
feel
because Roxanne, people hated her in Beverly Hills.
she was
hated. She was
Isn't
hated.
it crazy that she was the most hated or most requested housewife to get fired? So I feel like she was the most requested housewife to get fired, and then Tamra was has been the most hated housewife. So they both have these titles.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. Well, there is a rumor by that account Dumas. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Dumas. I don't know.
Dumas.
I mean,
It's like more like moi, but you did a good
yeah.
job.
Well, they always get tips and stuff. And apparently, since the announcement, it is said that Teddi, I don't know if this is true, so this is something that I am not claiming to be 100% true. Teddi has been having an affair with her married horse trainer. Sent to Dumas, who shared it as well. They said that people are telling me this is a well-known fact in the horse show community, and that's when the wife found out. This is the person's words. It was an all-out brawl between them that happened at a horse show in mid-September when everything came to light. So I would gather that is why so many people know about it. Then they alleged that Edwin, Teddi's husband, found out the day before the announcement.
Oh my gosh.
So, but again, we don't know if this is for sure. My take, I've said this multiple times, is that Teddi is seeing all her friends be single. She's feeling herself. These women age backwards, whether it's like they're doing things or not, they age backwards. They start feeling themselves, and they've been in this marriage, and they're like, you know what, I'm feeling myself. Maybe the grass is greener. Again, Vicky Gumbelson done Gumbelson time. Where Vicky saw camera, and then she wanted it. So that's kind of theory, but I mean, what a random story like this horse story. I feel like there kind of has to be some truth to it.
Oh, 100%. Like either it's flirting, emotional affair, they did something. That makes so much sense though. It makes that's like when anybody ever says oh, hey, we're getting divorced, especially with young kids involved, there's always something. It's not like, oh, we just grew apart. It's not like it's like they've been married for 40 years or 30 years and they're like, oh, we just grew apart. There had to be something, some control, something, and that would make sense to be honest. And if this goes more and people are talking more about it, she should say something.
Yeah, I'm so curious. Another thing that happened that was so embarrassing, Shantel, this is mine and your biggest fear. And I think something like this has happened to me before. Not in, I'll tell you what, it was like a screenshot. But so Gina was caught complimenting herself off her own Instagram page. So Bravo Daily Dish, they shared a photo of the Orange County cast, and Gina commented off of her own page that said, "Love my gal Gina, best daughter, best mommy, best friend," under her username.
Oh my God.
And
I saw this. And didn't she blame her dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did say, if you want the real scoop, I'll give it to you. My dad goes on my account and deletes mean comments when I make posts because he doesn't like the thought of me having to see hurtful things. He forgot to switch it back to his account before writing that. I love him for this. And she's like, I don't give an F what any of you say. Here's my thing. I actually think the opposite. I don't think her dad, I don't know how old her dad is, but I don't think her dad's switching accounts and has her account and is deleting comments. I think she has her dad's information because she will comment off of her dad's account. I have my dad's login and password to things. Would I give my dad my login and password? I don't think I would. Even if I was famous, that would be so weird to me. But I have my dad's login and password, and maybe I could see myself being Dad, let me go on my dad's page and comment something nice. I don't know, but the fact that she's blaming the dad is so awkward. People are saying that she was on her burner account, so I just think that's so embarrassing.
Oh my God, so embarrassing. And I could see it happening. I would probably by mistake do that to myself if I was in their shoes, because it's so easy to forget what account you're on. I always forget, I'm posting on let's say the coffee shop's account, I always forget. And so it happens so often. You literally be so careful. So she for sure was commenting that for herself. I'm sorry, Gina.
Yeah. Remember Melissa Gorga did that off of Joe's and then deleted it? Yeah, and it was so embarrassing, and she thought she was under Joe's account, but she wasn't, and she commented off of herself when she was it was talking about Gia or something, and it was so cringe. And the reason that I said I've done something similar where I have been texting, like someone sent me a text and I screenshot it and I meant to send it to Shantel and I sent it back to them. And so they knew that I was, like trying to send that to someone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll never forget because I almost died here is that when someone had told me that they wanted a job and it was someone I knew from high school. They asked if whatever was hiring, and I really did send it. I was sending it to Shantel to show Shantel like how random that this person asked me this. I didn't say anything in it, but I sent it back to her and she knew, and I try to play it like, no, I was just like asking someone if we are hiring. I was showing them, and she was like, no, you were obviously sending that to someone. And I was just like, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. Like I was shaking. It's like one of the worst feelings in the world.
There's a meme that like, it's like toxic relationships or something. And there's like a meme where it says like, if you by mistake do that for your, like to your guys, like, screenshots and you send it to him by mistake and he knows that you're trying to send it to someone else. Like you respond and say, do you see what you just said right here? This is how crazy you are or something. Or like you make it seem like you want them to pay attention to exactly what they said so that you screenshotted their conversation.
My husband doesn't even like text at all, so I wouldn't even have anything to send to him or whatever. Like every time we go to his mom's house and his brothers would be like, hey, I texted you to pick up this, and he's like, I didn't see it. I'm like, why do you guys even bother texting? He doesn't look at his messages ever. And I'm like, I'm like the opposite. I look at my messages instantly. I'll like multitask and do 10 million things to look. So
I'm always looking, but I do have a tendency to read it and not respond. So
I do that sometimes. It depends. Like if I'm like working and all that stuff, I do that sometimes. And then what's also embarrassing is, man, people are so funny. They're investigators. Like a Real Housewives account, Sunny66878, shared a photo from that Nefcure. Is it Nefcure? Did I say it wrong? Nefcure. I don't know. That charity event, and that all the housewives had gone to with Andy Cohen and stuff. And it's like a picture of Tamra and Heather and Terry Dubrow like holding up a sign, and then like in it you see Emily Simpson looking at, I think, Katie's TikTok.
Oh,
and it's like if you zoom in, you see Katie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cringe and embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, to be caught, especially her out of all people to be caught, I would die, like literally die.
I know. Wait, I'm dying because someone had commented, I mean, at what age does an adult mother not have her dad as an excuse for such a thing? It's so funny. Yeah, I found that to be like that. These are just like embarrassing moments, you guys. That I would faint. I would faint. I would faint. Like this would not be okay.
Like Emily, like obviously there's nothing wrong with her like doing it, but it just goes to show like how invested they are and like how much they care about like their castmates and all those things, and they try to act like they don't, and like that's the stuff that's like it's like just own your shit.
We did have, and we did share this on our Patreon, and we'll see if we're going to share this, but we did have a former babysitter of Emily reach out to us and say, hey, great kids, but just so you know, they know absolutely everything. And we did see pictures of this person with the kids, and obviously we would never share that, but they were just like, we just want you to know, like, they knew everything about everything. So she's like, she did tell us that. So I found that to be interesting, and I was like, should we share that? I don't know. You guys let us know. Just because I know it's a kid thing, so
yeah, but like you're also
about that stuff.
I know, but it's like it's more just like Emily was just trying to discredit something that like someone else had said, and like which is like it was true, and like and even if like she doesn't want to believe it's true, there's a possibility. So don't go so hard on somebody and make it seem like there's absolutely no way when there is a way. Like that's where the problem was. Like she just made it seem like there was no way, and then what she did in return is like she tried to investigate everything that she could about Katie. Clearly she's the obsessed one, and to try to make it seem like she's a discredited, like she's a person that everything she says is false. And it's like so not true. So it's like they're just so messy and so like ugly when they do things.
I mean, to like look up a police report is so crazy to me. I mean, that is the fact that they did that. I swear, it gave Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm still not over that because I feel like there's been interactions in everyone's life where something like that happened, and it's like if someone pulled that out, it's just like weird.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
like
remember
this.
Chantel when we were 16 years old and that whole interaction thing happened with the police?
Oh my God, yeah. Like imagine if like someone like found that or something, and then
I
like
mean, but
you.
like it wouldn't be a thing. It was just like this like police officer kept calling me like an Arab, and he asked if I have a different name because he couldn't find me in the system. First off, I didn't have a license, right? Like I left
No.
my license
Oh
or what
yeah,
was
yeah.
it?
I don't remember why he couldn't find your name.
Yeah, like it was like the weirdest thing ever. He couldn't find me in the system, and I was in downtown Detroit, and like I was 16. It was like our first time driving downtown. There was a roundabout before roundabouts existed, and we were driving like really slow. We weren't those type of 16-year-olds at all. Like at this point we didn't drink. We've never like smoked. We didn't even know about that. Like we're very sheltered kids, and so we were just driving slow because I didn't know about the roundabout, and we had just left my dad's grocery store, and so they pulled me over, and he just like kept referring to me as like an Arab and saying, "What's your other name?" And so, I mean, like I actually like I was so livid about it, and
There was a point we tried to get out of the car because she's like in the cop car, like they're trying to figure out stuff. He's like, get back in the car, like, oh, we're gonna do something, okay.
yeah, my friend, she came out of the car and she's like, "What's going on? Like we have nothing. What's going on?" And he literally uh they were like, "Do you want to get back in the cop car?" And it was their mess up. And I just remember calling that completely ruined our night. We were going ice skating. I don't even know if we ended up doing it, but I just remember like calling my dad, bawling, and I'm just like, and me and my dad went to the police station and we did file a complaint about it. And they were honestly apologetic and stuff. And I mean, I think they were apologetic. I don't even remember. I just remember that situation. So like, I'm just saying there's like interactions that it would be like so weird if
Yeah, like
people
if someone
pulled
came,
up.
yeah, what if someone like pulled that out for you and said that you did something really bad and that really wasn't the case, because like police can write things in their police reports that are not true, like,
Right,
you
like what if
know.
he's like protecting himself because he said these things and he saw that like I was the 16-year-old like crying about it, and I'm just like, I don't have another name. Why do you keep asking me if I have another name? I don't. And
I know.
he's like, yeah, because you can typically have a different name and you use an English name, and I was like, I don't like what. Oh gosh, you guys. So moving along. So another thing, you guys, Jen from OC. Wow, I feel like there's just so many OC things. She actually is living her best life with Ryan and Cabo right now, and she started answering some questions. And I thought this was like so interesting. And she did say, she told viewers that, and this is all on allaboutterriage.com too, but she did say that she finds herself in a tough spot being friends with both Alexis and Shannon. And she's like, I met Alexis this year. She's been a great friend to me. I love Shannon. I'm not getting in the middle of this. I would love for this to be over for all of them. Alexis is happy. Shannon's thriving. No mean girl BS here. Wishing the best for my friends. That's it. So she's like playing Switzerland. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's so new. She's still so new in this group sometimes. So it's like, why would she take a side right now? Like, there's no need for her to take a side. That's Shannon's battle that she should be doing it. And like Shannon had friends of years, like AKA Tamra, and Tamra still took Alexis' side. So like, I don't think what she's doing is wrong. She's just being cool and being friends with them. And one day they will become friends. And then like, it would be stupid of Jen to have taken a side, and then they're going to come at her.
Let's take a quick break and talk about one of our sponsors, HelloFresh. Make this fall the tastiest season yet with farm fresh produce and easy autumn-inspired recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh has tons of options for whatever you're craving. Choose from a changing menu of over 50 recipes each week, plus take your pick from over 100 market add-on items like dessert, breakfast, and snacks. Working full-time and having 4 kids, it's almost impossible to go to a grocery store. That's why I always lean on HelloFresh. Convenience is everything, and they make it so convenient. Plus, their food is so tasty. Their pesto panko chicken is my favorite. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/freeTRH. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free-TRH.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's. 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 Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's.
Reese's.
Reese's. Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Looking for an easy workout? You're in the wrong place. Peloton Tread has what you need to challenge yourself. Need to be pushed to your limit? Their elite coaches will keep you on track to break past your goals. Whether you're looking to get stronger or faster, Peloton Tread has everything you need to become everything you want. Find your push. Find your power. Peloton. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, and there's so much to share. With classics like Caramel Brulee Latte, Peppermint Mocha, and Chestnut Praline Latte, we're celebrating everyone's flavor of festivity. Order yours in the app.
If your business needs a new application, then developers will have to write code. A lot of code. If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and caffeine. If this sounds daunting, then use Watson X Code Assistant. Built with IBM's Granite code model, it's AI designed to multiply developer productivity so you can generate code quickly. Learn more at ibm.com/codeassistant. IBM, let's create.
The Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid is about performance. Not just on the road, but in life. With not only trunk space, but room to make memories. It's electric, with a backup plan, where the only speed that matters is how fast you can slow down. The Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid. Performance where it matters the most. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more.
Well, here's my thing with that, too, is when Jen first came on and Tamara was such a Bia, I would have liked to see Shannon have Jen's back more, just because it's like a what's right is right, wrong is wrong, and this person's being wrong to this other person. And so I don't feel like Shannon has Jen's 100% loyalty because she hasn't earned it. So because she hasn't earned it, she doesn't have to be 100% loyal to Shannon. And if Alexis is nice to her, even though we think Alexis is the most cringe thing ever, why would you're not going to treat her bad if Alexis is nice, but you're also going to be nice to Shannon as well.
Yeah, I agree. And then I feel like, I think it's silly. And especially Shannon's like the first person to like be rude to like some newbie sometimes. Like she doesn't give him time of day at all.
Yeah, she does do that. Jen also talked about Teresa, and she said she let viewers know that when all the crap with Ryan and Tamara happened, that Teresa and Louis reached out in support and that she doesn't forget stuff like that. I need to see them all be friends because Shantel and I have met both Ryan and Louis in person, and their mannerisms they're really good people, and I feel like they get such a bad rep when anyone who meets them in person are like they're the coolest people ever.
Yeah. And we should go off of that vibe more than going off of the vibe of the show. Like we trust our own instincts.
Yeah. By the way, you know what was so interesting about Teddi is that I just thought about this. She wants 100%, what is it? She wants like full custody, and he's asking for joint custody. And like, is that weird? Why does she want, like, if he's asking for joint custody, why would you not? I mean, that just like makes it look like
there's something wrong. I think it's because I feel like a lot of women probably because they think that they're the ones doing everything all the time, so they're like, let me just have full, and then you could
default parent.
Yeah, you can see the kids whenever you want, but it's like, no, we don't trust each other really anymore at that point. If you're divorcing me and you cheated on me, like, no, thank you. Yeah. Allegedly cheated.
Teddi, yeah, with the Teddi cheating stuff, yeah. And I will say, some of you guys were like to me, Roxanne, I need you to get into Salt Lake City, like how Shantel, and I really am into it, and I'm dying because when we told you how much trauma we got from the poop story. You guys were all dying and saying that you agreed with Bronwyn in the poop story, and like no one understands how. I want her to respond to that. Can someone say something to her about that? I want her to respond to that.
Yeah, because it really was like just shocking. It was shocking.
It was so scary, you guys. I'm sorry. That's not okay at all. It's never acceptable, and I'm still not over it.
I'll make sure that I do the recap again, just in case Rexia tries not to get excited about it.
No, I'm totally excited about it. I am like on my Jerseylicious kick, but I'm excited about it. And we have given up New York. Shantel is in California, so we have not watched Potomac yet. But Potomac is really, really good. So there's that.
Oh my
and
God,
again,
there was something that I wanted to talk about with Potomac, but not from obviously not from yesterday's episode. Oh darn it.
You know what's so crazy is that, and someone made a good point about this, and they said this on our Patreon about Potomac. You know how their ratings are pretty good. Like they're getting really good ratings in comparison to all the other shows that are on. It's close to Orange County, but I think they're even getting better than Orange County. And some people were like, maybe Sunday is the day that, the it day. And for New Jersey, first off, they were getting ratings like 800,000. And I was like, see, they're not even getting good ratings. And it's because it's a Sunday. Like no one watches on Sunday, but people actually do watch on Sunday. And that was high ratings for all the streaming stuff going on. And this whole time we thought New Jersey like didn't have good ratings, and they were actually killing it. So I am curious to see how Beverly Hills ratings do.
Well, it's funny because like I think with Potomac, like you and I are not like Jersey's our show at the end of the day. Like people want to hear from us when we watch Jersey. So like we were on it, like it was at 9:00 and we had to watch it. We had to record right after, so we were dying. So I think with this one, we're like, oh yeah, it's like it's cool that's on Sunday because then just like the next morning we watch it. We're not forcing ourselves to like do everything, so we're not like that mad about it. Like it's a good start to the week for us. Like we're okay, cool. We have something to watch on Monday morning or Monday.
Yeah, I agree. What else was there? I was going to say something and I forgot. Shantel, what do you got going on today in your Cali life right now?
We're in Santa Monica right now. So we were in San Diego / Coronado, and we got to LA area yesterday, and we're in Santa Monica today. And we might do a hike, go to a nice little lunch. We'll see. Wow. We're kind of ending, like, I know I leave tomorrow night, so.
Tomorrow night? I thought you leave Wednesday. Did you lie to me so that you wouldn't have to do any podcast?
No, I leave I have one of those like red-eye flights on Tuesday night, like 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. And I don't come home because of the time difference. Like we land at like 7 a.m. Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So I just told you Wednesday because there's no chance on Tuesday night that I can do it with you, okay?
Well, that's why we made sure to do just a hot topic episode because we miss y'all. What did I do this weekend?
When does Beverly Hills come on? Is it like
I think
this
it's
month?
November 18th.
Wow. Okay, guys. Woo!
Yeah, I'm super, super excited for Beverly Hills.
We didn't love last season, so let's see what happens.
I hated last season, actually.
I know.
And I also didn't care for Erica last season, so I'm just like, she's just there. Why is she there? But I'm curious to see how she is going to be this season.
Yeah, like what her storyline will be and like how she is. And like hopefully she's not talking about herself anymore and like what her like lawsuits, like no one cares anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think people do care, so. I think we don't, but people do. Today is going to be one of those days where I'm going to finish decorating for Christmas so that I could be all done because I still have 2 boxes out. My husband's going to finish the outside. And
people want to see, so make sure you post it. Like people really want to see your pink Christmas.
I know, I'm going to. And happy Veterans Day also, because today is Veterans Day. But
oh yeah, are people off? Are you off?
My
today?
husband's off.
Oh.
Yeah, he's off. So this was a quick little episode, but we just wanted to get something in, and we just wanted to thank you guys always for listening to us and your support. Shantel, have fun in California.
Thank you.
Luckily, hopefully, we, the next time we talk, she's at home. Okay, guys.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye. Bye.